Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Honourable Ministers, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, friends, good morning and welcome to the 12th Commonwealth Sports Ministers Meeting. My name is Jennifer Namgill. I am delighted to bring our room to order so that we may start. And to get us started, please allow me to hand over to the Honourable Shirley Botchway, Commonwealth Secretary General, to open. SG.
Good morning, Minister Todd, Honourable Ministers, Excellencies, Dr. Rukari, members of the Commonwealth Advisory Board on Sport, distinguished delegates. It is a great pleasure to welcome you to Glasgow for the 12th Commonwealth Sports Ministers Meeting. I extend my sincere thanks to the Government of Scotland, Commonwealth Sport, and all our partners whose commitment has brought us together today. I am especially pleased to welcome ministers and delegates from across our Commonwealth. Your presence reflects the importance we collectively attach to sport, not simply as competition or entertainment, but as a powerful force for development, resilience, and prosperity. Our meeting takes place at a special moment. As Glasgow prepares to welcome the Commonwealth once again through the 2026 Commonwealth Games, we are reminded why these games matter. They are, of course, a celebration of extraordinary athletic achievement. But they are also something more enduring, a celebration of friendship, respect, and the values that unite our family of nations. The Commonwealth Games are unique. They bring together nations large and small from every region of our Commonwealth, not simply to compete, but to belong. On the field of play, every nation has a voice. Every athlete matters. We compete fiercely, yet meet as equals. We celebrate excellence while recognizing that we are part of something greater than ourselves. In a world that too often feels divided, that is a powerful statement. Yet before the first race is run or the first medal is awarded, we have an equally important responsibility to ask how sport can improve the lives of the 2.7 billion people of the Commonwealth. That is the purpose of this meeting. It is captured in this year's theme, reimagining the power of sport towards healthier, fairer, and equitable Commonwealth communities. It is both timely and necessary. Across our Commonwealth, people are living through profound change. Public health systems are under pressure. Inequality persists. Economic uncertainty affects livelihoods. Climate change is disrupting communities. And the aspirations of our predominantly young population continue to grow. These challenges demand practical solutions, and sport is one of them. When we invest in sport, we are not investing only in medals or major events. We are investing in healthier populations. We are investing in more confident young people. We are investing in safer and more inclusive communities. We are investing in stronger local economies and in the resilience, leadership, and sense of belonging that every society needs. That is why sport should never be viewed as a responsibility of one ministry only. It is a strategic national investment that contributes to health, education, economic development, youth empowerment, gender equality, social cohesion, and international cooperation. Over the course of this meeting, you will consider how we strengthen integrity and good governance, protect athletes through effective safeguarding, expand opportunities for women and girls, unlock the growing economic potential of the sport sector, deepen cooperation through the Commonwealth Advisory Body on Sport, and continue to shape the future of the Commonwealth Games. These are not disconnected conversations. Together, they define how sport can deliver lasting public value. Integrity matters because public confidence in sport cannot be taken for granted. Inclusion matters because talent exists everywhere, but opportunity does not. And investment matters because every investment in sport can generate returns that extend far beyond the playing field. No government can realize that vision alone. Its success depends upon partnership between governments, sporting organizations, athletes, educators, development partners, civil society, academia, and the private sector. Commonwealth is uniquely placed to convene those partnerships. Ours is a network built on trust. It spans every region of the world, connecting countries of every size and stage of development. Within that diversity lies one of our greatest strengths, our ability to share ideas, learn from one another, and adapt successful approaches across different contexts. The spirit of collaboration is reflected in today's program, including the signing of the International Working Group on Women and Sport Declaration. It reaffirms our shared commitment to advancing gender equality across the sporting landscape. It is another example of the Commonwealth turning shared values into practical action. Excellencies, more than 60% of Commonwealth citizens are under the age of 30. For many young people, sport is their first experience of leadership, their first experience of teamwork, their first opportunity to discover confidence, resilience, and purpose. When we widen access to sport, we widen access to opportunity itself. We strengthen the ties that bind our communities. That is an investment whose returns last a lifetime. The discussions you have today will also resonate well beyond Glasgow. As we prepare for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Antigua and Barbuda later this year, they will reinforce an important truth, that sport is not a peripheral policy area. It is a practical contributor to our shared ambition of accelerating partnerships and investment for a prosperous Commonwealth. That ambition requires us to think boldly, work together, and invest wisely. The Commonwealth has always understood that our greatest strength lies not in the size of our institutions, but in the quality of our relationships. Sport reflects that truth better than almost anything else. Sports brings together people across cultures and generations. Sports creates opportunity where it's needed most. It inspires excellence while strengthening community. And it reminds us that partnership is one of the most powerful forces for progress. As Glasgow prepares to welcome the Commonwealth once again, let us ensure these games leave more than unforgettable sporting moments. Let them also leave a renewed determination to harness the extraordinary power of sport to build healthier, fairer, and more prosperous Commonwealth communities. I wish you productive discussions and every success in your deliberations. I thank you. It is now my pleasure to welcome the new chair of the 12th Commonwealth Sports Ministers Meeting, the Honorable Marie Todd, MSP, We look forward to working together towards the successful delivery of today's meeting. I also wish to thank the Government of Canada for their good work in hosting the 11th CSMM over the past 2 years, and the partnership on measuring the contribution of sports to the SDGs. I also welcome Associate Deputy Minister Brown of Canada to address the meeting. I now welcome Honourable Marie Todd, MSP, to take the chair.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that kind introduction. Can I ask Mr. Brown to say a few words from Canada, please?
Great. Thank you, Chair. Madam Chair, Ministers, distinguished delegates, and esteemed guests. Good morning. Bonjour. Thank you to our host, the Government of Scotland, for welcoming us all to Glasgow and for all of the work that is required to prepare for this important meeting on the margins of the 2026 Commonwealth Games. The Government of Canada was proud to host and chair the 11th Commonwealth Sport Ministers Meeting in Paris in 2024. At that meeting, under the theme, Building Inclusive and Resilient Societies Through Sport, ministers reaffirmed a shared commitment to using sport as a force for healthier communities, greater inclusion, and sustainable development. Those discussions established a strong foundation for actions in areas such as promoting healthier societies through sport, creating safe and inclusive sporting environments, strengthening integrity and good governance, and better measuring sports contribution to broader societal and economic outcomes. It's encouraging to see that momentum continue. The theme and agenda for this 12th meeting will build on the commitments ministers made in 2024 and challenge us to move from discussion to action. I encourage us to use today's discussions to identify practical opportunities for continued collaboration and to ensure that commitments we make here lead to meaningful, lasting outcomes. By sharing knowledge, strengthening partnerships, and working collaboratively, we can maximize the positive impact of sport for our citizens and communities. I wish everyone a productive meeting and look forward to our discussions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister Brown, for your contribution. I'm going to start with a few words in Gaelic. So, Matin Va, everyone, and Falchigu Alaba. We are a nation that is very proud of our welcome, and we have a famous Gaelic saying, Kiat Mila Falcha, 100,000 welcomes, and I hope you've experienced those 100,000 welcomes as you've arrived in Scotland and felt the great fondness we have for our Commonwealth partners. So, good morning, Matin Va, ministers, officials and wider guests, and thank you, Secretary General, for that lovely introduction. My name is Marie Todd. I am the Scottish Government Minister for Mental Wellbeing, Public Health, Sport, Alcohol and Drugs. It is my pleasure to welcome you all here today to chair the 12th Commonwealth Sports Ministers Meeting in advance of Glasgow 26 commencing. I want to begin by thanking all of the distinguished guests and speakers for being here today. I offer you a very warm welcome to Scotland and to Glasgow 2026. I hope you enjoy your visit at the Games and everything that our country has to offer. The Scottish Government is, of course, delighted to once again host the Commonwealth Games here in Glasgow, and we look forward to realising the benefits of the reimagined Games model that is smaller in scale but big on impact and legacy. Scotland has a proud history of hosting major sporting events, having last hosted the Games in 2014, and we're a government that passionately believes in the power of sport. We know that sport drives cross-portfolio outcomes, providing enormous contributions to our communities, not just through the positive public health outcomes, but also through economic growth, tourism, skills and education, and net zero ambitions. Sport also drives equality outcomes, builds social cohesion, and it's an important source of civic and national pride. Nowhere is this more apparent than at an event like the Commonwealth Games. Glasgow 26 and this ministerial meeting provides an opportunity to reflect on these powerful contributions to our Commonwealth. It's in the context of the reimagined 2026 game model and the potential of sport as a catalyst for public health, economic and social outcomes that we convene this meeting under the theme Reimagining the Power of Sport, creating healthier, fairer and connected Commonwealth communities. We'll discuss this theme today under 5 key areas. Firstly, reimagining working together, strengthening Commonwealth collaboration on sport. Secondly, sport sector economic growth and investment. Thirdly, reimagining the Games and the pipeline to India. Fourthly, sport for inclusive development, promoting equalities in sport, physical activity and movement. And finally, sport integrity, resilience and sustainable development efforts in the Commonwealth. The agenda for the 12th Commonwealth Sport Ministers Meeting builds on areas that the Scottish Government feel passionately about. Uniquely, the sport portfolio sits with health at the Scottish Government, and that's because we recognise the importance of physical activity and sport in addressing public health challenges. Globally, the World Health Organization estimates that nearly 1.8 billion adults are at risk of disease from not doing enough physical activity. Within Scotland alone, Public Health Scotland's estimated that there are 3,000 deaths per year attributable to low physical activity within the population. This comes at an enormous cost to our communities and people, and it also has consequences for our health system. Our Physical Activity for Health framework reflects our work to address these challenges and to embed physical activity across all sectors and into everyday life. This topic will be explored further this afternoon. Equalities in sport is also a key area of focus for this government, and it features heavily in this meeting agenda. Like many ministers here in this room today, I had the pleasure of attending the Commonwealth Sport Gaps camp yesterday in Ayr. This camp was a powerful reminder of how sport can drive inclusive outcomes. Now, I recognise that there remain gaps in participation and inequality in access to sport and physical activity, particularly based on poverty and socioeconomic background, as well as in gender and ability. This is not just the case in Scotland, but is an issue that's felt right across the Commonwealth. Building on Glasgow 2026 as a gender-equal Games with the largest integrated parasport programme in the event's history, this meeting provides an opportunity to reflect on participation gaps and to work to address inequality in access for women and girls and disabled people. We welcome these agenda items and we remain committed to work with the Commonwealth nations to drive progress in this space. The theme of this meeting more broadly communicates a renewal of our aspiration as sports ministers to extend the impact of sports to the wider society and to extrapolate how sport contributes to cross-portfolio outcomes, driving the case for investment and support for sport. It also provides an opportunity to reimagine how we work together in the context of a refreshed Games structure and the path to India in 2030. We ask ministers to come together today to renew our collective commitment to collaboration, a strong Commonwealth and the Games pipeline. In this meeting today, we must challenge ourselves to consider how we will partner to mobilise resources and support one another as a collective sporting system. We must translate our discussions into policies, investments, and initiatives to improve the outcomes for our citizens. Today offers us an opportunity to share best practice, to reflect on previous commitments, and to renew our efforts for a united Commonwealth through sport. I thank you all for coming together today, and in advance of your openness, cooperation, and commitment to building the Commonwealth for the future. I look forward to these discussions on what steps we can take together